louder than your words. Now drop the gun. It's been too long since I had such a worthy subject to torture.
Find somebody else to torture, demon.
Alistair, no. When you will fall, and a new one will rule. Stay back, or I'll kill you where you stand!
Hey, sister. Watch where you point that thing.
Sorry, I thought you were...
Alistair. Yeah, I got that. That was a pretty good trick back there, by the way. It saved our asses. Where'd you learn to do that?
Later. It looks like we're not any closer to our goal than we were before.
And just what is our goal at this point?
To eliminate Alistair before his armies can attack Purgatory. But now that he knows we're after him, that's just gotten a whole lot harder.
And I suppose that's my fault.
Don't be ridiculous. Nobody, Samael, Lucifer, Alistair, or even me thought you'd make it this far. Quite an achievement for someone so new to the afterlife.
Yeah, but not good enough. I need to take Alistair down before he can mass his attack. After I get rearmed, I need you to get me back into hell so I can make Alistair pay for what he's done to you and to me and what he's about to do to all the souls in Purgatory.
There is no way back into hell, Daniel. The only gate was in the monastery, and that's gone.
Why don't you just do that little trick of yours again?
That little trick, as you call it, only works one way. What idiot would want to find a way into hell?
Damn it, Eve. I know that Alistair and his forces aren't gonna sit still. I didn't put that big of a dent in his army. He was gonna mount an attack on Purgatory, and I don't see any reason why those plans should have changed. And he's not gonna attack unless there's a back door for him and his armies to retreat through if the battle turns against them. They're cowards. And cowards always have a way out. I'm betting that by intercepting his minions as they come through into Purgatory, I can hold off his invasion long enough to find that door. Then, I'll show Alistair the meaning of torture and pain. Thing is, he knows I'm still here, and it's a sure bet he won't set foot in any place I've been before. He won't take me on unless he has the home field advantage. You've been here a lot longer than I have. You must have some idea where Alistair might send his advanced troops. Show me.
There's so many places. Here, the orphanage.
Orphanage? There are children in Purgatory?
Of course. The souls of the young are generally neither good nor evil. They hang in the balance, and therefore end up trapped in Purgatory. Eventually, most are sorted out and sent on their way. But some, the most tortured, remain here for all eternity. Many of them congregate at the orphanage.
Why would Alistair's minions be interested in that place?
The souls of children are easily manipulated. Alistair will find many willing followers there, and you'd best not think of them as children. If Alistair manages to corrupt them, they'll be as dangerous as any other creature you fought in Purgatory.
Then I start at the orphanage.
make it right now. If we wait until morning...
If we wait until morning, it might be too late to stop him. I know Alistair won't wait. I want you to stay here anyway. This is a battle I need to fight alone.
Daniel! If you do manage to kill him, don't let any of his minions near him. Anything that comes into contact with him before his life energy is dissipated might absorb his power and take his place. You'll find yourself facing a new ruler of hell if that happens.
Thanks for the warning. If I take out Alistair, I'll see you when it's over. If not, well, we won't have a whole lot of time for regrets, will we?
Whew, okay. You know, for an expansion, that was quite the downgrade on cutscenes. Oh. Hey guys, welcome. We've now entered into the expansion for Painkiller, which is Battle Out of Hell. And we got a whopping 10 levels for this one, starting here at the Orphanage. So, to go ahead and show you what's going on here is that, upon having to go into the expansion, there was an option to state that, do you want to remove all of your tarot cards or no? Obviously I said no, I want them to be carried on over. So here we have now this new interface with 10 additional slots right here to be collected from each of the levels. And this is the loadout we're going to be starting out here with today, just because for the first level, it may sound very daunting, and it can be, but with this loadout, it'll be good. That is to never get hurt. Well, let's go on to the challenge. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pop a quick save here, just so that you know, if we ever miss this attempt trying to get back over here, then I have to start back over there instead of having to go through that cutscene all over again. It doesn't auto-generate a save when you go to the menu for the first time. Up. Nice that the branch not cooperating. We are being followed, by the way, which is why we have to try to speed through it somewhat. Yep, damn it, I knew it. Okay. I guess I had to get a running start on that one. I mean, you can do it at normal speed. It'll give you some leeway in that sense. And just to make sure the return trip is not ass, which is turning out to be okay, there we go. I don't want ass. Those enemies don't count towards your total monster kill, so just go ahead and skip out on that. You don't even get souls from them anyways. And now that little mess is done out of the way, I suppose that a good point of stuff to talk about as we enter into the Orphanage is that big news has been dropped for the next line of video cards. You know, normally I wouldn't talk about this sort of stuff, but lately I've been trying to do some like re-rendering of stuff for an upcoming project, and I've been noticing kind of like the loading times for stuff is like generally slow and all that stuff. Are you down there? Okay, I just hope that you just don't have a way to get back up. Anyway, because lately I've been noticing that some of my things have been, I wouldn't say slowing down, it's just that it's not as good as it should be. And I've been feeling kind of like out of the loop when it comes to getting better hardware for my stuff. So I figured, I wonder if this is like the time for me to go ahead and upgrade my stuff. Now, this was a couple days prior to what happened here. So having to jump forward like 2 days later There was a thing going on at Gamescom with NVIDIA, and they have announced their new line of cards, the RTX, instead of continuing on with the GTX. Which is something about having to, like, being done with the Pascal and moving on to what's called turning or something. And how convenient that is. Yeah, by the way, we got the last secret here. And once we jump into this here mansion, we can't... Well, mansion. Whatever. Once we get in here, we can't get out. Beach ball! Nah, it's okay. By the way, here in this expansion here, each and every level has its own, like, unique fighting music that pertains to the theme of the level, like this. All this creepy, childlike, ambient fighting music and shit. Kinda want to keep your distance away from those mannequins. Because, like, if you try to, like, shoot them up close, for some reason it actually damages you. And we wouldn't want that. Also, these piggy banks, they give bank. Ew, I know that was forced. But they do give you bank. There was a lot of gold pieces in that stuff there. So yeah, anyway. I'm definitely looking forward to having to see those RTX stuff. Although, there has been some people being very skeptical about it on account of... They haven't really give... Well, okay, well, basically, the whole thing about the new cards is that they have a new method of how they display light, shadows, reflections, refractions, all thing of that sort. And people were getting kind of like skeptical about it, like how that's gonna make a performance hit on your stuff. By the way, you need to get this shotgun as quickly as possible. Otherwise, that nun is just gonna shoot fireballs that'll home in on you, and we don't want that. But once you get the shotty, then you're good. Hey, stop it! Ooh. Gotta make sure we don't get sandwiched or anything. So since I was so curious about having to get myself a new PC, since the new line of cards was like the first thing that like showed up, and I'm thinking like, ooh, I want this. Now keep this in mind, I do have a pre-order of... God fucking damn it. Alright, getting back up to this point here. I don't even remember exactly like where I left off. But yeah, in general, like the new line of video cards, they I love the idea behind it. It's just that there are people that are getting quite skeptical about it. Just because like they didn't really like show like the hard numbers of like how well it does in terms of performance, or like if using that RTX mode turned on, like what does it do to the performance? Like how much does it hinder like the frame rate, you know? Or anything of the sort. They haven't really shared much on that stuff. Cause like in general, like you gotta be like careful when it comes to doing pre-orders anyway. If anything, be discouraged to not even do pre-orders. But I don't know, like I just felt like it was the time for me to go ahead and get myself like a new PC all around, you know? It felt like it was time. Now I do have one of those cards pre-ordered, but it hasn't been processed, so I can cancel it at any time if I ever find out some new information about the cards. Alright, this is going to be one of those instances where we're going to be using our tarot cards. Because we have to try to kill all these things really quickly. And having to deal with all of this is just, like, not a good option. So, gotta have those tarot cards ready. That was mainly just for that room here, but this one's easy to manage. And we'll just slowly accrue some souls throughout all this. Though considering the low amount of monsters, it's highly unlikely that you'll go into demon mode for this. I mean, hey, if you can, well, good on you. Oh! Okay. It's always scary to, like, not being able to go on a no-hit run. Alright. But still, all in all, it's something that I am looking forward to. I don't even recall, like, how old that my current system is based upon, like, when I last got a new motherboard for it. Because I have been upgrading it in, like, pieces over time. Apparently you can't freeze them. I'm just gonna do this. Nope, never mind. I just like to point out that, like, trying to do this here part, my game crashed. Also, I thought I had Soul Catcher turned on. It didn't seem to be, dragging towards me. I don't know if I want to go ahead and reload that, just to make sure it works. I don't even know if my golden cards are going to work anymore. I don't know. We're going to have to see. God, all this, like, reloading shit for this frickin' level. It's got my train of thought, like, to be, like, so fragmented. Apparently you can't freeze them when they're on fire. I mean, makes sense. See, while you're busy over there, I'll just go ahead and grab these. Hey, look, first time ever, all gold found. No, I'm not gonna make you combust. There. I mean, considering all the things that we've been killing here. Here. Jump over this. Hey, look, it's the Butcher! What are you doing here? You're supposed to be in Diablo. Alright, so it's one of those monsters where you just can't kill just yet. And that door needs to be open. Why hasn't that door been open yet? There it is. And we'll use this time to go ahead and kill stuff. Apparently you don't drop souls. That's bizarre. Well, anyways, let's not go ahead and put that to waste. Yeah, the Butcher has to be, like, killed for last. I'm starting to feel like there's some bugs involved with this expansion. Okay, that was a sound. As we head down here in the crypt, well, first of all, activate the last bit of the cards. Get ourselves a new weapon. Some sort of assault rifle, flamethrower, tapadili. And this nun, we can't really do anything about it. We just have to endure it. As in, you know, not take damage at all. Has to go on over to the other side. Just wait for it. Right? Or do we actually have to flame him? Oh, okay. Like, I was kind of like guessing, I was trying to like figure out like how much flames do I have to do to her? I guess damage only counts like when she was like toward the end of her attack cycles. Because once she was like up against that wall, she wasn't throwing any more fireballs. So, yeah. But in any case, that's the end for this. Anyway, to summarize my point, I'm definitely looking forward to having to build up a new PC in general. And if I was having any doubts about the new RTX, well, I can still cancel before like September 20th. So. Anyway, weapon modifier. So you know all those skulls that you see in some levels that give that weapon modifier thing? Apparently now you can have that as a card now. I don't know when that's going to come into play though. But here, that's the end of that. And we're going to be entering into Looney Park. Fun times. And challenge is a little different. I kill no more than 88 enemies. So yeah, my 100% run to do monsters this time has to be tied to a challenge where I can't get all of them. So with that, we'll conclude this part and we'll see you for next time at Looney Park.